What's up, guys? Welcome to week 4 of the Dad Collective Captain's Log. So I'm trying to make these a little more concise, a little more brief, but still going to be a high-level overview of the important points that we hit. And then I'll give some verses too. I may not read them here, but I encourage you to read them on your own time and deepen your study in the Word. So, as beings created in God's image, we are designed for relationship, not isolation. The amount of allelone commands in the Bible help drive this point home. Even at the point of creation, God said in Genesis 2:18 that it is not good for the man to be alone. And part of the one another, that allelone community concept in the Bible, is that we should not seek out a community that simply meets our needs and wants, but a community that serves each other and gives us an opportunity to serve. It's mutual. It's reciprocal. Here's a good quote from this past Sunday that Pastor Rick gave. He said, "Security is not distance from trouble, but closeness to Jesus in trouble." Jesus promises to be with us in the trouble. Our faith is strengthened in moments of experiencing God. Jesus doesn't always tell us what we should know, but he did always tell us how we should know. We must guard our mind. Fear. So we're talking about the concept of fear versus faith, and fear takes many forms, right? Fear is not inherently bad. It's an alert signal. But we often keep our fear and hold on to it. We baby it. We wear it like a badge. But we need to realize that if we can learn fear, you can also unlearn fear, right? We need to exchange fear for God's truth. Exchange fear for the fear of the Lord. And I'll give you some verses here to remember, to look up and study on your own time. Romans 8:15 and 2 Timothy 1:7. And another good verse that talks of having perfect peace and steadfastness is Isaiah 26:3. The key is to keep our mind on God, to keep faith. And fear comes in many forms. Like I said, some are more subtle than others. It could even be as simple as, say you're at a crossroads between two jobs. One is going to be detrimental, either spiritually or in some way to your family, but it pays like six figures, it pays amazing. And taking a job that God may not want you to be in versus a job he would want you to be in, simply because the one he does not want you to be in offers more money, you take that one. Well, what happened wrong there? Your financial fear led to you wanting a higher paycheck, which led you to take a path that God did not approve of, right? You let the world buy you, essentially. At its core, that decision was fear-based. So as dads, listening to the Lord is essential. We may think to jump at the highest paying job we see, right? But we have to ask ourselves, is that where God wants us? Is that where God will use me? We cannot operate in fear of any kind, but especially in fear of finances when we're trying to lead a family. And so we also looked at Matthew 6:26. One of the brothers shared a powerful testimony. And so I'll end it with, be who God made you to be. Because fear is the enemy of creativity. See y'all next week.